Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mash and Drum Whiskey Room. My name is Jason C. So good to have all of you here tonight. Get set up here a little bit. Autofocus is not jiving. All right. I think we're almost good to go. All right. As you can see, we are officially in the Mash and Drum Whiskey Room, everybody. So thank you all for jumping in here. It's good to have you. I see we got this one guy in the chat here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's this guy Drums and Drams, you know. This other drummer in Ohio that's really trying to steal my shine, and he's saying something about my black V-neck. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I've got a little Elijah Craig barrel proof batch B520 here, little butter pecan, if you know what I'm saying. Little butter pecan, little peanut butter on the nose. I'm gonna need a little bit of water after that one. Oh, there we go. Really hits the spot. Oh yeah. Give me 1 second. All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Drums and Drams, Thursday night live stream, hanging out here. I can't do the New York accent very well, so I didn't even try. Anyways, yeah, Jason, I had this, I was thinking it's April Fool's, man, and I didn't do anything, so I thought maybe we would start off the stream super awkwardly and do a little something like that. Let me get the zoom here on the camera. I was hoping you'd be here, man. It's like, I hope I didn't do all this for nothing, but I had to go and steal your waiting graphic and everything else. I thought that would be kind of funny. Anyways, yeah, I should have tripped and fallen, huh? Jeffrey, I gotta say hi to some people in the chat here. Sorry, guys, I ran all the way up to the last minute, as I normally do with these live streams. But I am super, super excited to be hanging out here tonight. Let's see what happened here. Keith, first, yeah, Keith, thank you so much for joining in the Patreon. We'll talk about all that. Chris is in the house. Jay, Aiden, Rick, good to see you. Tim, Jason, what's up, man? Sorry about that. Just, kind of had to do the black V thing. I haven't worn a black V in a long time, so it was hard to find that. I had to dig through the bottom of my dresser. Let's see. RVA Whiskey, Lone Wanderer, Jeffrey Wack, what's up? Cheers to all of you. Who else do we got in here? Colin, what's up? Hey, that Lineage, that Balcones, I don't know where it is, man. USPS is dropping the ball. Tom, what's up? Richie Z, John T. I'm going to say hi to a lot of you guys a little bit later as well when I announce some of the patrons. Andrew, cheers to you. Yeah, that was about when all that went down there. Taylor, howdy, howdy. Yeah, you got to come after the royalties now, huh? That's hilarious. More royalties. Let's see. I really hope he fully commits to this bit and comes out dressed. I didn't fully commit. I was gonna put the tat on the arm and do the whole thing and draw some scruff on my face, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. All right, what's up, everybody? Enough playing around, Ujal, cheers, good to see you. Guy, thank you for jumping in here. Great to get here for your stream. It's great to have you. Anthony, evening to you. Edward, what's up? Robert, okay, I think I'm pretty well on my way. I think I saw Amy Bohm, maybe. Yes, Amy in the house. What's up? Nick too. Okay, guys, I'll get back to the chat in a second. So, as you guys saw in the thumbnail, it happened. I hit 1,000 subs, which is amazing. It's so exciting to feel like I'm kind of part of the club now. I feel like a real life YouTuber. And as trying to get my freaking autofocus here. Come on, camera. As Matt Porter says, after you get 1,000 subs, you can tell people you have a whiskey channel. So I feel like I can officially tell people now that I have a whiskey channel, which is hilarious. We're going to celebrate a little bit tonight with a couple of different things, including giveaways. But let me kind of give you the State of the Union for those of you who didn't see the video earlier. So yeah, 1,000 subs. We hit 4,000 watch hours the very next day. So that was convenient, right? It kind of aligned super, super well. Applied for monetization today, so I'm sure that's going to take a couple of weeks. I've heard horror stories about how long that can take, but I'm hoping it's only like a week or something. Would love to have super chats and all that going by next week. And a lot of the creator features seem like they're really helpful. The stuff that I can't do yet without being a part of the creator program or the partner program. And then what else? What else? Yeah, so the Patreon launched earlier. And so mods, if you can throw that link out, I think it should be in the description of this video. I need to get up the real YouTube page here below me so I can follow along in the live chat and not inside a StreamYard here. But the Patreon is now live, and there are many of you in the chat right now that have signed up already, and I thank you so much for that. I'm going to read your names off here in just a second. But for those of you in here who want to support the channel, I've got $5, $10, $20, $50, and $100 tiers, really kind of directing people towards that $10 tier as sort of the main one. But the 5 or 20, you know, we've got some of those as well that have already signed up. So that's kind of the deal. I'm stoked about it. I felt weird about the Patreon thing for a long time, especially as a new channel. I wanted to kind of prove myself, whatever that means in the whiskey tube space, you know, and then kind of go from there. So that's the deal. So we're going to be celebrating that tonight. I've got some samples from some viewers that have been with the channel, friends of the channel from day one. I busted out a lot of your samples, and I'm going to go through those tonight, just to kind of show my appreciation and say thank you all. Got a couple of my own celebration pours. I don't know which ones I'm going to end up having, but a couple of really nice bottles back here that I always use to celebrate events. Like I said, we're going to have some giveaways. We'll talk about that in just a second. Got some nice bottles to give away. And I think that might be it. If anybody wants to jump on later in 30 or 40 minutes, if anybody wants to jump on and hang out, just let me know. I'll throw the link out there, or I'll send it to you in a DM or whatever, and you can jump on with me. But that'll be a little bit later. So let me check out the chat here. I got to pull up a couple of things really quickly. I should be more ready than I am right now, and I'm sorry that I'm not. Cheers, everybody. This is, even though I was making fun of Jason a little bit with the Bud of Pekin, this is B520, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. That's the first opening sip of the night, so cheers to all of you. I'm totally, I'm like manic right now. I'm full of energy. Probably because I've had no energy today, and this is forcing me to wake up and be social, you know? Okay, I've got the pop-out chat now. This is going to make life way easier. So much easier to follow than the StreamYard chat. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Yeah, Austin, I see Austin Mabry's in the house. ECBP starting strong. Yeah, this is my entry buzz whiskey, as Matt Porter says, you know. So getting a little entry buzz going here. Let me throw up the old subscribe symbol, and here we'll get that going. Okay, great. Okay, everybody, so like I said, we are going to be doing some giveaways tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and announce that right now so we can get that out of the way. Mods, there's no real way for you all to help me with this, just because I'm doing PayPal, Venmo. I don't have Super Chats yet. You know, that sucks. I'll have to do that at the end of the stream. I'll have to kind of tally things up. The way that I'm going to make this work is every increment of $5 that you send in as a little virtual tip to either the PayPal here or the Venmo, which is scrolling here. Those links are also down in the description of the video. For every $5, that's one entry into the giveaway. I will make a full list at the end of the stream, and then we'll go ahead and pick from there. So that's going to be how we're going to do it. Let me show you the bottles that we've got. So I'm going to be giving away a Sam Houston 12, not the Sam Houston 14, but I actually like the 12 better, honestly. It's a little less oak funky. God, my autofocus is so terrible today. I apologize. Doing a Sam Houston 12, and I'm also going to be giving away an Elijah Craig Straight Rye, which is only in a couple of states. So this is going to go to the first person that's called the Sam Houston 12, and the Elijah Craig is going to go to the second person called. For those of you who are patrons at this point, we're going to do our own patron giveaway here soon, you know, so that'll be a totally separate thing. Okay, let's see. Alrighty. Technical difficulties. Give me 2 seconds. YouTube's been having a lot of issues recently, guys, and so have I. Let me get a little list going here. Okay, numbered list. We got it. So when I see those things come in, I'll go ahead and throw them into the list in the order that they come in. If you do end up sending a little virtual tip or whatever, and we'll go from there. I don't know why my autofocus is so terrible today. All right. Let's check out the chat here. Thanks, Richie, for throwing that up. Yeah, 1.02K. That's hilarious. Cracking my Remus Repeal Batch 3. I found in Arizona. Nice. I've got a Remus Repeal Batch 3 back here, actually. I might pour a little bit out and celebrate with you. Aiden says, forgive me for not joining the Patreon, at least not yet. I prefer direct. Yeah, direct payments are great, too. I mean, geez, that's so much more helpful, actually. But obviously, Patreon is an easier thing for me to just kind of manage and have one little community there. But yeah, Patreon still gives you like 90%, which is amazing. I think that's pretty cool. I wish you could gift the Patreon, like to family members or something, but you really can't do that. Be a pal. Click the like button. Yes, Amy Bum's right. Please click that like button. That would be amazing. We have 31 likes, 61 in here. I think that's a new record. Please hit the like button, everybody. Nick, what's up? Sherry G, I see. Josh, hello. Roy R. Someone asked something about Blue Spot, possibly. Brian, I don't have Blue Spot. I don't have any of the spots. So if you want to send a sample, shoot me an email, drumsanddrams@gmail.com. Let's chat about that. That'll be awesome. Yeah, I don't like the Maker's Mark. Sorry, man. That's hilarious. Shane, can I add a bottle to the giveaway? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll try to get you in touch with whoever wins your bottle. Yeah, let me know what you want to throw in there. I am totally down for that. We'll have 3 giveaways then tonight. Super, super cool of you for doing that. Thank you. Okay. And I think I'm caught up. Let me start checking my phone here. Okay. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Jay. I'll get you guys on here. Boom. So we got some people already sending those tips in for the giveaway. That is amazing. Yeah, the Batch 3 Remus Repeal is great. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to be drinking a couple of samples from viewers tonight. And I'm also going to do a quick little blind, not flight. I've got 2 blind pours. And the reason I have these blind pours is because Matt Porter, ADHD Whiskey, is hosting a tasting competition. So if you're in his Patreon, you've already seen this bracket come out. And I know some other people have been talking about it as well. And in the first round of that bracket, Matt has put me up against Jason C. from the Mash and Drum to go head-to-head in a tasting competition. So I don't know when the smack talk is going to start between me and Jason. But not yet. But I'm a little scared about round 1 with Jason. I mean, come on. But Matt said there could only be one drummer that comes through there. So, you know, we'll be seeing how that goes. But I'm going to start training for that tonight with just a couple of blind pours because it's been a few weeks since I've done any blind stuff on a live like this. So, thank you, Trev. Good to see you, man. Appreciate it. Oh, a store pick Eagle Rare. That's what you're throwing into the giveaway? That is super generous. We'll give that away second. We'll do Sam Houston, store pick Eagle Rare, and then third giveaway will be that Elijah Craig Straight Rye. Let's do that. That would be awesome. Thank you for donating that. I'm going to give away the Bourbon Wrenches bottle. That's funny. Keith says, thoughts and prayers, Cameron. Yeah, if that's about me going off against Jason, yeah, I'm going to need those. Absolutely. All right. Got a couple more tips coming in here. Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you. You're so generous. It's amazing. But I know there's a giveaway, so that's great. Ryan Winkler, thank you so much. You got 4 entries. That's great. Tom, thank you. Tom Lynch here. Appreciate that. And yeah, I can see why people have mods do this, huh? Wow. Very, very cool. Okay. I'm going to catch up on those in just a second. Sorry, guys. Beautiful. Alrighty. Well, let me go ahead and pour a sample here. Let's kick this off. So, Lito, I think you're in the house. I have your Japanese heavily peated new make here. I'm going to have to end with this because it's going to probably rip my face apart. So I will get to your Japanese new make, but not quite yet. I want to open up with something a little bit more tame, and I think I know what it's going to be. Yeah, I am going to open up Keith Schmidt with your sample of Parker's Heritage Heavy Char Rye. This 8-year, 103 proof. I have never had any Parker's Heritage anything. I know the Heavy Char Bourbon was a big hit, and I'm really excited about this rye. So Taylor H, if you're in the chat, I know we were talking earlier on Instagram. You're going to pour this out with me. So here we go, man. This is that Parker's Heritage Heavy Char Rye. It's awesome. Wow, that smells great. My phone is blowing up. I can't wait to have super chats and not have to be able to, do all of this at the same time. Jonathan says, how do I tip? There's a link, there's a PayPal link in the description of the video, and you can click on that. It'll take you to it. Or you can send it on Venmo directly to Leach Music, which is scrolling past right here. So those are the best ways to do it. Yeah, what's up, man? Welcome back. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Thanks, Brian. I really appreciate it. Hey, I want to read off a couple of names real quick. My very first patrons, and if you do join the Patreon tonight, hopefully I'll see your name by the end of the stream. It's a little slow to update on my phone, but it'll pop into my email, and I'll be able to read those off in just a second. But I want to read off the names of the patrons so far, just to give you a big thanks. Tom Lynch, Colin Murray Bain, my parents, that's pretty cool. Lito Cortez, Rick McCory, John T., Mark Royland, Keith Schmidt, Josh Pence, Jared Riley, Amy Bohm now, and Matt Junak. You guys freaking rock. Thank you so much. I already have 13 patrons, and we're growing right now, so that's really amazing. And we'll talk about what's going to happen on that Patreon in just a little bit on the stream. We've got some really fun ideas planned for that. So, Aiden Craig coming in with another, oh my gosh, with a giveaway bottle. Okay, Aiden is going to throw in a Henry McKenna 10. So that is bottle number 4 for the giveaway. Aiden, we'll do the same kind of thing that I'm going to be doing with Shane. We will get you in touch with whoever wins that bottle, and you'll ship direct to them. That's freaking awesome. Thank you so much, Aiden. Next time, let me know and I can track for you like I do with HBR. Amy, I don't even know. I guess I didn't think that you could even do that. What is the best way to make that happen, I guess? Is it just screenshots and things like that? That might be the best way to do it, huh? Oh my God. That Parker's Heritage Rye. Wow. Wow, on the nose there's a little bit of there's a lot of dark cherry on the nose. There's a little bit of spice, but it's almost like that Pikesville spice where it's really integrated into the character of the whiskey. It's not like sticking out spearmint or too piney or anything. It's really well integrated. So it's that kind of like Pikesville spice with that dark cherry note. There's a little bit of like a dry cardboard type note going on that I tend to get in some older ryes, like the old Overholt 11-year rye, the limited release in Pennsylvania and Ohio, had a little bit of that cardboard note. Parker's Heritage seems to have a little bit of that. Yeah, but just delicious. A great amount of oak on here for an 8-year-old. It's got to be because of that heavy char, I would imagine. And you do get that barrel char on the nose. Oh, Amy, that's a much better way to do it, huh? Live and learn. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm gonna have a big responsibility here. Have you guys tried this Parker's Heritage Heavy Char Rye? This is great. Yeah, Jason says that he loves that. It's killer, man. Really, really good. Oh my goodness. Cheech, thanks, man. And hey, everybody here, Whiskey Encore, Cheech's channel, just started a Patreon today as well. So show some love. Go join that Patreon. Check out what's going on over there. Those have been some pretty late live streams that I haven't been able to catch so far, but check out what Cheech is doing. Hell yeah. And Tom Lynch, I saw you said something in here that was hilarious. Where's it at? Oh, yeah. My folks are patrons, but Sarah is not. I told her, I said, hey, babe, would you jump in and be my patron? And I'll basically have to just send her the money right back. It's just for the numbers. That's so funny. Keith says, I still see the Parker's Heritage Dry on the shelves. Getting dusty. How much are they? I don't even know MSRP on these things. Is it like 150? Or is that too high? I'm not even sure. I don't think that we even see those in Ohio, so I don't even pay attention to the Parker's Heritage stuff, to be honest with you. Yes, please sub to Cheech's YouTube channel. Someone drop a link. Someone drop a link in the chat for that. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I wanted to come out of the gate strong, and I was hoping that things would go well, and it seems like they have. So that's really awesome. Thank you for saying that. Brian says, throwing down some blue spot, sending some Irish vibes. Brian, I'm going to throw down some Irish in a second, too. I've got a Redbreast 21 from Lido that I'm going to be cracking into here. So I'm stoked about that. But this Parker's Heritage is something special. I don't want to rush through it, but I've got so many samples to get to, you know. And I left myself a good bit in the bottle, so I can enjoy this another night. Wow. Hell yeah, Cheech. Yes. Taylor says she does enough, doesn't need to be a patron. Yeah, she does enough. She puts up with all my BS. So, yeah, I'll tally this up. I'll get back to tallying things up. I don't want to do it as we go, or I'll get really, really distracted. But again, you know, the giveaway is every $5 gets you another entry into the giveaway. Sam Houston 12. We've got a McKenna 10 now, an Eagle Rare store pick, and an Elijah Craig straight rye. So that's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I will definitely get to it. I will definitely get to it and get it into the spreadsheet at the end of the stream. We're gonna cut off at 9:15, and we'll do the drawing at 9:30, and then we'll be done with the stream. We'll bleed into the next stream. If Ed's going live, I apologize. But it's, you know, kind of is what it is. So it's a celebration, you know? It's a celebration. Okay. Great. That Parker's Heritage. Taylor, what do you get on that? On the Parker's Heritage? I mean, I get a little bit of chocolate. Again, that Pikesville type rye, dark cherry, a little bit of dry cardboard, a great oak presence, a little bit of leather. That's a killer rye. And that barrel char note too. James, you're asking the good questions. I forgot we talked about that on Sunday. Yeah, I wonder if he did pick that one up. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to this Redbreast. Let's do Redbreast 21. I have only ever had samples of Redbreast 12, 15, and the Lestau. I loved all of them. I had the cast strength. I actually had a little bit of cast strength with a buddy of mine last week at his place. It was the old 12-year cast strength. I thought that was really good too. It needed a little bit of water, but it was a pretty killer pour. And I really enjoyed it. But this 21, this will be the oldest Irish whiskey that I've ever had. I've never let myself go into the Irish whiskey thing deep because I will spend too much money, and I've already spent so much money on bourbon and Scotch at this point that I've got to be careful. So maybe some of those Patreon dollars will allow me to become obsessed with Irish whiskey in the future, you know. Taylor says for the Parker's Heritage Rye, chocolate, dark cherry, lots of oak, graham cracker. Yeah, that could be some of that dry cardboard that I'm interpreting. Yeah, when I taste it again, I will look for the graham cracker component of that, actually. Thank you so much. Colin. Yeah, I'm excited about this Redbreast 21 here. it smells good. It smells very, very good. Okay, let me check my phone, guys. Okay, I see John T. I see Lito, Sherry G, Aiden, Jay, and then a bunch on Venmo here that I will get to. Awesome. Yeah, so we got David, Jonathan, Brian, Taylor, Josh, Steve, Nick, Steven, Thomas, and Ryan and Brian coming in on Venmo. So I will get all of you in the spreadsheet. Don't worry about that. Next time I'll have someone else keep track of all this for us. That's a good call, Aiden. So when you guys link up, just make sure that expectations are set, you know, that Monday is the soonest. Awesome. So yeah, this Redbreast, I'm getting a lot of sugary notes in here. Gosh, it's almost like, how do I describe it? It's got that vegetal character that Irish whiskeys are, that I recognize in Irish whiskeys, like younger ones, but it's very tame and in the background, and it's much more filled out with like almost like cane sugar notes, or I don't want to say confectionery. It's not confectionery like a Scotch, but it's very sugary and syrupy, almost like simple syrup kind of on the nose. Whoa, yeah. Again, I'm an Irish whiskey noob, so don't take anything I say for granted, please. Whoa. Wow, really nice and spicy. It doesn't quite, I mean, it's 46% ABV, I think. Yeah. It doesn't quite bloom like I want it to. Like the spice is there and it's a little aggressive, but it doesn't necessarily bloom on the palate. And part of that could be the age. The age could really be kind of flattening it out a little bit, taming it down, because you know the cask strength definitely did bloom like that. Of course, that was only 12 years old. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of, like, I don't know what the secondary casking is or if there is any on this Redbreast. I'd be curious to know what kind of casks go into this, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit of something wine finished, whether it's like, could be some Oloroso sherry, although it's not very strong, or it could be like Madeira. I'm not sure. Be curious if you guys know in the chat. Hey, John, next performance or gig? Let me think about that. This month, I'm doing a lot of orchestral work. I'm playing with the Pro Musica Chamber Symphony here in Columbus. I'm playing with the Columbus Symphony. Flying out to Iowa to play a show in early May with the symphony as well. And then I'm doing an online premiere, like a virtual premiere of a brand new piece that was written for me. That's going to be in mid-May, on May 16th. I don't think I have any in-person solo gigs coming up until the fall, basically. A lot of the work throughout the summer for me, it's usually the off season in the summer where I play a lot of orchestra shows instead of playing a lot of solo shows. But I will be doing a lot of stuff here from home. I'm actually working on some product demos right now for Mallet Tech and for Black Swan Percussion, two of my sponsor companies. So I need to get those done. They're going to kill me. Shane says, if I'm not here, email me at LRA. Okay. Okay. I will do that. And I'll have to, let me write that down right now, that email address, so I don't forget it. And Aiden, I have your email address for that McKenna. So that's awesome. You guys are so awesome. I'm telling you what, I am so just thankful and thrilled that you've all been here to support the channels, you know, throughout all of this, and that you're here to kind of hang out and celebrate. That's so, so awesome. And I've got some new samples on the way that I'm crazy excited to try. I got a package today from Rick McQuarrie. I don't know if Rick is in the chat right now. The one sample that I was so, so excited about was a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye, which I never had a chance to try when it dropped a few months ago. And the sample bottle completely broke in the mail. And so I don't get a chance to try that. But I know that Young, who might be in the chat here, is going to be sending me a sample of that to try. And I think Taylor, we talked about that as well. So I really want to try some of that Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye. So sad when I opened it up and that was the only one that had broken. It was terrible. John says, cool, I'm in Iowa. We'll keep my eye out. Okay, I'm playing a show at the Columbus Symphony in Dubuque. And I'm just playing in the percussion section. I think it's a super easy pieces. I'll probably be playing like crash cymbals and bass drum or something on that gig. So that'll be a really easy show. But it's at the whatever university is in Dubuque. We're doing a show there. So I know a Slipknot orchestra. Nice. Yeah, that's hilarious. Guys, I'm so sorry I'm behind on the chat. Let me scroll up and see what I've missed. Goodness. I don't know. Again, I don't know how Jason or Matt or some of these other channels or the Bourbon Junkies, God forbid, do it with all the chat. It's tough. It's really tough. I don't know where my my actual YouTube live chat went though. Not sure where that's at. There we go. Let me pop that out and bring it up here. Oh, Jason says, just come by. I'll give you the bottle to review. Oh, awesome, man. That would be great. Yeah, I need to swing by there anyways, man. We talked about... I actually ordered one of the Chattanooga port cask finishes because Seal Box had it for like 45 bucks, which was... The apricot brandy was 70 bucks that I paid for, and I was not going to spend that again on an experimental cask from Chattanooga because the apricot brandy was just god-awful. Love Chattanooga, but that was just a terrible release. But you seem to like the port cask a lot, so I went ahead and ordered one actually. But again, I want to get you that Augusta too if you haven't had a chance to try that yet. So Young says, emailed you tracking. Will be there. Oh, on Tuesday. Awesome. Thank you. Edward, where is that comment at? Edward Fulmer says, can you play blast beats at 300 BPM like Trev the Wrench Wilson? Probably not anymore. In my earlier years, maybe I could do that, but not anymore. Definitely not at 300 beats per minute. Maybe like 220, you know? That might be the best I could do with that. Thank you guys for the tips coming in so far. And again, consider the Patreon if you have the means and you want some behind the scenes content there. Guys, this Redbreast 21 is fantastic. Really, like, I mean, I don't know that I would pay. I think I've seen these go up on secondary, and especially the Redbreast 27. I don't know that I would pay for this at like a crazy high price or anything. And maybe that's just because I'm not as into Irish whiskey, and if I got into it, I would understand what I'm tasting a little bit better here. But it's really, really delicious. It's almost too delicious, you know, too easy going down. I mean, it's definitely the best Irish whiskey I've ever had. That's not saying much because I've had so little, but my God, that's good. Yeah, there's a tiny bit of rubberiness in there, and I've got to assume that there's some sherry finish blended into that. I would have to guess. Okay, bourbon barrels and first fill Oloroso. Yeah, there we go. I mean, you can taste a little bit of that sherry funk, that sherry rubber, but it's not off-putting. It's really well integrated in that, I think. They didn't overdo it with the sherry. And honestly, like, you know, Scotch does the best with sherry, in my opinion. Bourbon does the worst. I think sherry can absolutely blow out the base bourbon taste and a lot of those things. Irish is somewhere in between based on trying this, trying the Lestau and those other things. It seems like Irish is like in the middle of how it handles sherry maturation, but maybe not quite as delicate as bourbon. Bourbon just... So many of those sherry finished ones, especially from Bardstown, the one that they did with Copper and Kings, just was not very good, unfortunately. Lone Wonder, 500 or 600 for the 27. That's a little steep. I think the most I've ever paid for a bottle was basically 400 bucks. I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, I guess you're right, Keith. That makes a lot of sense. You have two people, you got a lot of mods and stuff. Thank you, Amy, for sharing. Cool. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Jared Riley says, I got 2 bottles of the JD Rye and in Columbus. I will. Oh, gosh, I'm going to have to holler at you then. That's awesome. Okay, let me grab another sample here, guys. I have some Scotch I want to taste tonight as well. Let's see. I've got some Kilkerran from Rick McQuarrie. I've got a Hazmat Barrel Rye, store pick, Old Fitz 9, Port Charlotte, Weller. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to do that. Okay, guys, I'm going to do a Weller foolproof store pick from, I think it's Bourbon on Maine, maybe. This is from my friend Daniel over in Minnesota, who also hooked me up with that Doc Swenson's Alter Ego triple cask finish, which is a pretty darn good bottle at MSRP. I wouldn't go above that for the Doc Swenson's. But he sent me this Weller foolproof store pick, and I've had a teeny sip of it before, and I wanted to revisit it to see what it's like before I compare it to my pick and to the shelfer on a video, because I'm curious about how these Weller foolproofs, vary between picks and between the shelfer. So that's gonna be a video coming up here in the future. But Colin, which Kilkerran? I have the heavily peated. So this is what Rick sent me today. He sent me the heavily peated. He sent me an 8-year, and he sent me the 16-year, I believe. Yeah, heavily peated, 60.9 proof or percent. I mean, the Kilkerran 16 and the Kilkerran 8-year. Yeah, so I don't really know anything about any of those releases. I've only had the Kilkerran that everybody was trying to get, the cast strength sherry. I'm talking about the 8-year sherry or whatever. That's the only one that I've had. Cheech says, my PayPal is in my real name. Last name is the giveaway, but I just sent you a little something. Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Barstown Fusion 3 right now, but I have no idea. Okay, I don't know what that price is up there right now. Peter, that's good info. Irishman 17-year sherry cask. No, so this is the next video I'm going to be filming. Or maybe, actually, the second video I'm going to be filming coming up. I'm actually going to do the Reddit 5 whiskeys you should have on your shelf or whatever. I never did that video because the channel was so new. So I'm going to go ahead and do that Reddit version of the 5 whiskeys very quickly. I'll probably put that out this weekend. And then my Matt Porter edition of the 5 whiskeys is going to come out next week, I believe. So that's kind of the plan there. Jay says, keep me informed about your Iowa trip. Just might be able to come see you play. That would be awesome. I think it's right around May 15th-ish. The gig might be on May 15th. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to send you the Kilkerran 8 cast strength. Oh, got the 2021 share release in the way. Yeah, I don't know the years on these. I've had one version of the Kilkerran 8-year cast strength sherry at Jason's house, actually. He let me try it. Freaking incredible. But I don't know like what year it was or anything like that. What did I pour? What did I just pour? Oh, this is the Weller foolproof store pick. Okay. Had no idea. Oh, wow. This smells nothing like my foolproof store pick, I don't think. Oh my God, it's just candy in a glass. Oh my God, it's like strawberry and grape candy. It's so damn sweet. This is incredible. I don't know if Daniel's even in here right now. This is definitely the best Weller foolproof pick that I've ever smelled. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. What do you guys think about Weller foolproof? And also when you tell me what you think of it, tell me if you have a pick or if you have a shelfer version of it. That pick is phenomenal. And I'm going to grab my bottle. It's right here. You can see the old mash and drum whiskey room. If you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, you have no idea why that says that. And I do apologize. We have 75 in the chat. Holy crap, guys. That is a new world record for drums and drams, at least. Come on, autofocus. Let's get it going here. This thing is just tragic. There we go. Please, if you're in here right now, hit the like button on the video. Got 75 in here. Only 55 likes, so let's get it going here, please. Okay, so this is the pick that I have, the Weller Foolproof Store pick. It's got this, like the old Wheaties thing on it, Breakfast of Champions or whatever. It's from Red Spirits and Wine. Buddy of mine got this for me, wherever that is. That might be Georgia or Tennessee. I'm honestly not entirely sure. That's my pick, right? And I'm going to put it next to this other pick right now and compare them. But like I said, this is just grape, strawberry, candied goodness. And it's really, really hot. Like on the palate, it is very intense. This other pick that I have from Daniel from Bourbon on Main. And my pick, yeah, it's like thin and grainy. You can just, all you can really smell in here, like there is sweetness, but there's a ton of just grain and astringency. Like, so this is mine and this is his. Oh my God. It's a shitty pick. I mean, like, this is just bad, unfortunately. I had the choice between 6 different store picks. And he was like, hey man, this is the one you gotta have. So I trusted his judgment and I grabbed this one, you know, last year at some point. Damn it. It's not great. Yeah, it's weird. I'm going to check the chat and see what you guys think. Josh says, I have a foolproof pick that is ridiculous. Yeah, it must be like the sample that I've got here. I have thoughts about, well, Keith, I have those same exact thoughts. Never makes it further west than Ohio, I think. Oh, man. Really? I guess you're probably right, but I mean, we hardly get it. We get it as a lottery bottle once a year. It seems like down south, they really get it. Like Tennessee and Georgia just get freaking cases of this stuff. Mike, I feel like this is the consensus most everywhere, you know? Seems like the Special Reserve is, you know, really all that people can find. Even antique. We get so much antique in Ohio, but nobody else does. So the caramel-covered green apple, if memory serves well. Interesting, Nick. Interesting. Let's see. Click like or you wake up with googly eyes tomorrow. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, yeah, if you guys haven't been here, there are googly eyes on most every one of my bottles, and that's my fiance's doing. It's a thing, and it has stuck around. Richie had a Weller foolproof well, you know what? Most things probably wouldn't make it through 2020 liquor-wise, I feel like. We needed all of that, all the liquor and booze that we could get to make it through that year. I lightly tapped and then smashed the like button. That's hilarious. So most people here have had really solid experiences with Weller Foolproof store picks. And Jason's saying they're all over the place. Mine is shitty. I mean, this is just bad, and it makes me upset. Like, I put antique next to my foolproof store pick, and antique is far and away the better pour. So, and I don't even like antique that much. I'll be honest with you. Oh, BT only lets you pick from 4 barrels. Okay. I'm not going to touch that, DC. Oh, Tom, yes, please try that. I gave Tom a sample of Weller 12 from 2013. Those are some of the really good years before it turned a little bit, it went south, basically, you know, with the bottle rebrand, the juice changed kind of steadily over time. But those 2013s are pretty darn good. Yeah, Jeffrey, you're totally right. You're totally right. What's up, Hendo? Good to see you, man. All right, I'm going to take a sip of my pick, my terrible Weller pick. Ooh, it just tastes so young. It tastes like 4-year-old bourbon, to be honest with you. Intense, spicy. It's still sweet. There's still some grape in there, but it's just so overtaken by astringency and ethanol. Now this other one, oh my God, it's just rich and decadent, and all of the alcohol characteristics have been covered up with flavor and sweetness. Amy, great call. Wow, that foolproof pick is great. Where's that at? Here we go. Hey guys, just a reminder about the giveaway tonight. Where are the bottles at? I am giving away a Sam Houston 12. This is Indiana Batch 1 and an Elijah Craig Straight Rye. Shane is throwing in an Eagle Rare store pick, and Aiden Craig is throwing in a Henry McKenna 10. So 4 winners for tonight's giveaways. Thank you guys for donating those bottles. 4 winners. We're going to draw at the end. We are cut off at 9:15 Eastern, so in 30 minutes, we're going to be cut off for the giveaway. And then I will organize the list and draw. It might take me a few minutes to organize the list. I apologize. My first time doing this, we don't have super chats, and I didn't know what I was doing. But it will happen. I'll get everybody accounted for, and then we'll see, you know, who's going to come out with some of these bottles. If they're coming from me, you'll just send me an email at the end of the chat or tomorrow or whenever. We'll link up. I'll get your address and send it to you. If it's with Aiden or with Shane, I'll put you in touch with them directly, or however we want to work that out. I'll throw their emails in here, and we can make that work at the end of the stream. So that is what's going on with the giveaway. It's every $5 is going to get you one entry. So $10 is two entries, whatever. PayPal and Venmo scrolling across the bottom or in the description of the video. Boom. 81 in the chat. Holy shit, guys. Amazing. Tom, yeah, she's keeping me honest because I suck at this. I'm terrible. There it is. And Henry McKenna 10. And a Henry McKenna 10 from Aiden Craig. 4 bottles. 4 bottles. And for you guys who are joining my Patreon, tonight or in the future, the April giveaway for Patreon for the sample giveaway is going to be a full vertical of the Bardstown Discovery line, the Apple Brandy, and the Chateau de la Bade. So 6 samples. That's going to be the giveaway for the month of April at the end of the month for my patrons. So that's what we're looking at there. I might do another one. We'll just kind of see how things go, you know. Chad, that's hilarious. I haven't watched It's Always Sunny in a long time, but that's so funny, man. Will says I'm in for 2. Will, I'll get you. I'm gonna keep track at the end. I'm gonna go through and tally everything up here. So beautiful. All right. Just checking it out on the old phone there. Shelf Turds just became a patron. Thank you, Shelf Turds. That's friggin' awesome. Austin Mabry, Sherry G. Thank you guys for joining the Patreon. Jason Mash and Drum, new patron. You guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm going to put away my Weller Foolproof Store pick because this thing sucks. And Daniel's is so much better. I'm going to wrap this one up here. Okay. My God. I paid secondary for my damn store pick, too. Never again. Never again. Maximum $100 if it's a good pick. Or $80 even. That's the best I can do moving forward. Hey, Stanley Wagner is in the house. What's up, man? I know you went live at 8 p.m. Eastern as well, so I'm sorry that we overlapped. But good to see you in here. Googly Eyes Mafia. Heck yeah. Yes, Henry McKenna, courtesy of Aiden Legend Craig. That is the 4th bottle in the giveaway. Awesome. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. What are we going to drink next? Actually, you know what? Let me do a couple blind pours. I have 2 blind pours. Let's do that. Let's do that. Training for my ADHD whiskey tasters invitational or whatever he's calling it. I don't remember. Going head to head with Jason from the Mash and Drum in the first bracket of Matt Porter's tasting competition that's going to start in a few weeks. I got to start training right now. So let me grab these 2 pours in my Black Glencairns. I got to thank my beautiful fiance, Sarah, for pouring these for me literally 5 minutes before the live stream started because I was running late. I don't know if you guys experienced this, but with all the Zoom meetings and craziness that has gone on with COVID, I'm like kind of a perpetually late person, like just a little bit, depending on the situation. I'm usually a little late. Zoom has made me even later because all I have to do is come in here and turn a camera on and a microphone. And so I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I can just go in there like 60 seconds before I need to be on the Zoom call, right? And it's the same thing for the live streams. Like I get in here and I have like 3.5 minutes until I go live and I'm like, shit, just trying to like organize the room and get things ready. It's very irresponsible of me. Keith says, if you have a chance to try that Russell's pick, first ever I bought, it's best I've had. Okay, I will check it out. I'll see if I can get to it tonight, Keith. I will. I have a couple other things I want to get to first, that I know I want to get to, but if I can, I'll get to that Russell's pick. Yeah. The 2013 Weller 12 is great. The Middle West is good too, but nothing like those older Weller 12s. Hank, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Oh, sweet. I've got until 10 p.m. Ed is not going live. Okay, that's great then. So again, 9:15 is going to wrap up the giveaway. I'll draw by 9:30 and then we'll kind of get out of here. Unless we're still partying, you know? Yeah, Chris, brilliant first round matchup, me versus Jason. Yeah, it's going to be entertaining, but like I'm gonna call Jason and be like, hey man, so are we gonna like start talking shit right now, or it's like the UFC when they talk crap to each other and then someone gets knocked out and then they hug at the end. I feel like that's what this whole tournament's gonna be like. Okay, let's get into two blind pours here real quick. What I'm gonna try to do with the blind pours is answer a couple of questions tonight that Matt Porter has asked me when I went head to head with Trev Wilson. He talked about secondary grain, age, over or under 10 years, and it could or could not apply to these since they're blind pours that Sarah poured me. But I'm going to try to pick out secondary grain, age, distillery, bottle, like all that kind of stuff. So I'll try to give you my notes on all of these and see how close I get. But again, here is what is in glass number 1 that I'm about to check out. All right. There you have it. Let me know if you need to see it again. Please don't spoil it in the chat. Let's check this out. Got to let this thing air out a little bit. Let me pull these. When you leave these caps on them, it's just all alcohol that comes out of the glass right up front. Let me swirl this around, get some air into this thing. Jason has to be a number 1 seed, so that makes you what? I know, right, man? I'm a number 8 or a number 16 or however many of us there are. I know I'm the last seed. Shit. That's so funny. Let's see. Those were great questions. Yeah, they were. Didn't he ask if you like gladiator movies? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay, so this glass here, this has a lot of like sharp caramel, sharp peanut notes. It's sweet, but it still has this sharpness to it. A little bit of chocolate too. All right, let's check it out on the palate. Oh yeah, so we got a rye, I think. Tons of spice there. Holy smokes. Wow, that's got to be a rye whiskey. Jason says, I need to get my blind chops back in practice, trying to drink less lately. Me too, man. I was, my hair is like sticking up crazy over here from wearing that hat earlier in the stream. Yeah, Jason, I found myself over the last month to 6 weeks, something like that, drinking like for enjoyment, like I normally would between live shows or between recording videos. And like I feel like that's a sacrifice we have to make doing this, which I didn't realize is you can only really drink for enjoyment, have a nice pour for yourself once or twice a week besides shooting videos and stuff, just because, it adds up quick and you feel like shit, man. If for me at least, I'm 26 and I'm feeling old because I the amount of alcohol you have to drink to do this stuff. So I can see why people, when they taste, they spit it out, but I've never really tried that before. I feel like I'm not gonna go there yet. Yeah. Again, reminder of what this first one is. It's reminding me a bit of Pikesville. Because it's got a nice rye spice to it. It's got a really solid proof. But again, I mentioned like some chocolate notes I'm getting on the nose here. Yeah, there's something kind of not super aged, but dark flavors in here. Maybe like dark cherry and chocolate, But the rye, it's more of like this black pepper type thing. Again, it's not super spearminty or anything, but it does feel like a rye whiskey to me. DC. Guys, for those of you who didn't see that live stream, however many weeks ago that was, my fiance poured me soy sauce in my blind flight. She was mad at me that night. Yeah, someone please plug this. Someone please plug this. Or if Stanley Wags is here, tell everybody about that, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what this is, but it feels like a rye whiskey to me, and I could be totally wrong. I'll come back to that. All right, and for the second and final blind pour of the night, here's what we got in the glass. Okay, wow, she really poured this heavy. This is there's a lot of liquid in this glass. Oh, it smells a little craft, little like those craft grains in here. Hmm. Maybe not. I have no idea what that is. Crazy. If you're 26 and feel old, how old does that make Shook? I don't even know. That's so funny. You know, the Bourbon Junkies are some of the guys that I've never talked to, never met. I think someone dropped my name in the channel the other day, and they helped me get to 1,000 subscribers actually during the Bourbon Junkies stream that was cutting in and out on Tuesday night. And they mentioned that they had like seen a video or two or kind of like popped in on something, but those are two guys that I'd love to meet one of these days or kind of chat to. But I've never really wanted to reach out to some of the bigger channels. Yeah, I mean Jason and Matt Porter are like the two guys that I've really talked to that are big names in the whiskey tube space. But like it's Bourbon Night or the Bourbon Junkies. Like I haven't reached out to them yet just because we've never really crossed paths. Oof, I got the bourbon pelches. I ate a bunch of food before this because I realized I hadn't had dinner. And if I didn't eat a bunch of meatballs and pasta, I was going to be screwed. Yeah, Wags. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. How long are you going to be on here, man? Because we'll get to it in just a second. But I want to get the giveaway done first, if that's okay. So that's going to cut off at 9:15, draw at 9:30, and then if you're going to be here in 30 minutes, then jump on and we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny, Steve. Black Glens equal heavy pours. Exactly. You can't see how much you're pouring. Huh. Glass number two has a little bit of like light honey in here, a little bit of grape, but the proof is super, super low on this. And it has a little bit of that craft, like Chattanooga apricot brandy finish, like unique mash bill craft grain note in here for some reason. Huh. And again, reminder, that's this one, glass number two. Okay. Let's go back to glass number one. Oh yeah, glass one now is a complete peanut fest. Maybe this is not a rye whiskey. No, I don't think it is. I think it's something that's very nutty. I said Pikesville earlier. That's not Pikesville at all. If I asked my wife to blind pour, she might pour bleach. Yeah, be careful. Be very careful with that. I mean, soy sauce was bad. You take like a big gulp of soy sauce, you don't really expect that. You know what I'm saying? Like no one when you're eating sushi, you kind of dip in the soy sauce or whatever. You don't take a fucking swig of soy sauce. So it's a little bit jarring, but smelling it ahead of time, I knew I was in for something. I knew I was in for something. You have to talk to the Mash and Drum because Drums and Drams owes royalties. That's funny. Yeah, I know. I know. Okay, this first one smells like Booker's to me. I don't know. Jim, what's up, man? Hey, yeah, I heard that Ed wasn't going live tonight, so thank you so much. Yeah, 1K feels good, you know, feels really really good. All right, guys. So first one, I'm gonna say proof on this is 62% ABV. I'm gonna say I've got to say it's a Jim Beam product. Secondary grain, I would say, is rye. I'd say it's under 10 years old. Um, if I had to guess the age, I mean, I'm thinking this is 6.5 years old, 7 at the most. Um, what else? What are the other questions? I think that's it. So I'm gonna, and then the bottle, I'm gonna guess this is a Booker's. What? Shit. Really? Maybe just coming off that second glass, coming back to this made it feel way nuttier because the second glass was really sweet. I said at first that this was a rye and it was high proof, and it reminded me of the Pikesville. This is obviously the rare breed rye. She didn't write rare breed, but Wild Turkey rye barrel proof, and the proof of the Pikesville would be pretty darn close, within 1% or 1.5% of the rare breed rye. So those things felt right to me. I've never gotten nuttiness on this. I must be absolutely out of my mind. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know what to think. Okay. Well, Jason, looks like you're going to kick my butt on the first round of Matt's tournament. Jeez, man. Um, Holy smokes. Okay. Steve says, is your fiance into bourbon? Yeah, she is. She's more into Scotch. Um, she loves a lot of the Glenmorangie stuff, the Alta, the Signet. I've gotten her really into the Glendronach 1821. We have a 19-year sherry cask, single cask. She really likes Scotch, not so much into the peated stuff. And she likes bourbon too, but she didn't, like, when I transitioned over to bourbon, she didn't necessarily follow me. You know what I mean? Like, she stayed in Scotch land, and then because I was drinking bourbon most nights instead of Scotch, she wouldn't. It's not like I was drinking bourbon and then she would say, "Oh, let me go grab a Scotch." It's like usually when I drink Scotch, she'll drink with me. Otherwise, she just doesn't drink. So she has way more self-control, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. You know. Let's see. Did you get my PayPal? My first name's Noah. Yes, Noah, I did see your PayPal come through. I haven't confirmed anybody's yet. I mean, I see them coming in. I have them all in my email in front of me here and on my phone over here. So I'm going to go through at the end and I'm going to just tally everybody up. And it doesn't matter whether it's chronological or reverse chronological because everybody's just going to get a number on a spreadsheet. And then I'm going to do a randomizer and we're going to call it a night. So yeah. Your stuff definitely came through though. I can see everybody's coming in here. So thank you guys so much for all of that. Young says, Cam said there's going to be patrons only giveaway later on. Yeah, for every month we're going to have a patrons giveaway. So maybe we'll do a bonus one for the first month, just for kicks, you know. As a drummer, I'm ready for more drum and whiskey related glens. Coming off other whiskeys, rye grain funk can come across as peanut. Yeah, and that's definitely what just happened. Absolutely, Sarah broke you. Hey, I'll take some Malort. I've never had Malort, so if you want to send some along, I will take it. I would be curious to try it, honestly. If you really do want to send it, you can send me an email. But, you know, yeah, she is the brains of the relationship. Come on now. Okay, glass number 2. I gotta flip this over and figure this out so I can get on to drinking a couple more samples and then get this giveaway wrapped up, guys. Again, so light on the nose. This is feeling like 86 proof. You know, like a 43% ABV Scotch, the way that would drink. This is a bourbon, but it's drinking like that. I'm trying to think of what this could even be. It's so damn light, you know? It's light, honey, and sweet. Some little bit of fruity notes in there. I have no idea what this is. There's almost like a coffee bean thing in this. Likely I've been playing drums longer than them, but they've been YouTubing longer than me, so it's a wash. That's funny. When you come grab the Jack Daniels, I'll give you my Malort. Please take it. Enjoy. Mark says, came in late. What's the giveaway? The giveaway, Mark, this will be the last reminder I do before we draw for it. We're going to close in 7 minutes. Sam Houston 12, giveaway number 1. Giveaway number 2 is an Eagle Rare store pick coming from Shane Long. And giveaway 3, Elijah Craig Straight Rye. Giveaway 4 from Aiden freaking Craig is a Henry McKenna 10-year. So those are the 4 giveaways, and it's every $5 gets you entered to win a spot in the giveaway. So multiples of $5, and all the information's down there. So, and also, Mark, thank you for joining the Patreon. I really freaking appreciate it. Okay, guys, I don't know what this is. I have no idea what's in glass number 2. Secondary grain is rye. The age on this is throwing me off because there's a little bit of funkiness on the low end of this, sweetness. Nah, 8 years. I'll call this an 8-year bourbon. Rye grain. I don't even have a guess on the distillery. I suck. I can't guess the bottle. Let's just see. God, and I was even going to say it was a Michter's product. I was even thinking Michter's. Damn it. What is the proof on the Michter single barrel rye? Hang on, I gotta look. Oh my goodness. I even said it tastes like it's around 43% ABV. It's 42.4. So I was 0.6% away. My guess would have been the Michter Sour Mash. That's where my head was going. Come on, autofocus. There we go. I don't drink this single barrel Michter's Rye enough to really know it well, and this is proving to me that I need to get more into that. So, dang. Sarah broke you. Keith, damn it, stop. Don't say this. Nice. Taylor, I've only tried this one time, and it was out of a dirty glass at Bardstown Bourbon Company. They served me Michter's Toasted Barrel Strength Rye in a dirty Glen, so it tasted super funky, and I was being too polite, and I did not go ask for another pour. So I don't really know what that shit tastes like, unfortunately. So Michter Single Barrel Rye and Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye were the 2 pours. I had no chance. I'm telling you guys, this Wild Turkey smells like peanut shells. Especially next to this Michter's, which has a little bit of that banana note in there. So strange. Okay, well, that's that. Just a reminder, 5 minutes to get into the giveaway. 5 minutes, cut off at 9:15 Eastern. 4 minutes now. So if you want to get into the giveaway, please do. And then I'll spend the next 15 minutes sipping a little bit and constructing this list of people who have contributed. Just so, you know, we'll draw by 9:30 and then that'll be it. Does Siri have a randomizer function? Do you guys know? Let me know. Jason, I see you use Google for your randomizer function. Does Siri have one of those, or should I use an online app? Maybe I'll just use an online thing. Yeah. Okay, I'll just use a Google randomizer. That's fine. I got it pulled up here. Taylor says, what a shame. I'll include it in your care. Hell yeah, man. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Matt, did you see the beginning of the stream? I'm definitely not in the Mash and Drum Whiskey room here. That's hilarious. Okay, guys. Let me scroll down here. Lone Wanderer just cork popped the Larceny C920. The nose is straight up dusty. Yeah, dusty salt peanuts, sawdust. But I will say the viscosity and the mouthfeel of the Larceny C920 is the best of the bunch. That one is very intense and mouth coating and stuff like that. The A120 I actually like a little bit more. It's got this kind of green apple type note, a little more ethanol, but the slight fruitiness in that one saves it for me for whatever reason. Yeah, Matt, I came out wearing a hat and I was dressed as Jason Calori from the Mash and Drums, so that was my April Fool's prank. Because I didn't think of one earlier today, so I had to roll the dice and go for it. Okay, a couple more samples. Let me, before we get to anything peated, before we go to Scotch, Keith Schmidt, I'm going to pour your sample. This is my first hazmat I have ever tasted. I've gotten darn close, like less than 1% away. This is 143.34 proof. This is a barrel rye hazmat store pick, Canadian rye. So, you know, get ready. And I've got to get ready in my head and temper my expectations for a Canadian rye, which I do not drink often. Although the Alberta is pretty darn good. But let's try this hazmat bottle. I'm excited about this. Shoot. That'll smack you in the face. 143.34. Wow. Wow, I mean, for being a hazmat, yes, there is a lot of proof on the nose, but there's a lot of like light fruitiness and just a lot of I don't know, what would you say? It's very aromatic. Wow, definitely perfumey. There's a sharpness that's not proof sharpness. Maybe it has to do with that perfume. But a lot of light fruits in here. Like pear and apple, I feel like I'm getting. Wow. This smells great, Keith. I mean, I honestly didn't know what to think of this. I have a barrel 18-year rye over there that's kind of interesting. That's a pretty decent proof. But this is a Canadian rye, so let's try this on the palate. Whoa. Wow, okay. You can't rinse that in your mouth. Holy shit. I'm going to cry. Wow. That is powerful. It has a George Dickel minerality to it. It has a ton of smokiness and tobacco and leather on the palate. And I would have never imagined that from what I got on the nose. Wow, yeah, there's almost like, yeah, there's my dad. My dad chews Copenhagen or you know, used to or whatever. This actually smells a little bit like that, like Copenhagen or chewing tobacco. It has that. It's not like tobacco you get in other bourbons. This has like a distinctly Copenhagen smell to me. Yeah, absolutely. Weird. It's kind of like I have like a little aversion to that now that I'm recognizing that in here, but that's okay. Wow. Tons of cherry though too. That proof is intimidating. Dang. All right, let me water this down. And I can put a good bit of water in that because it's 71.5% ABV basically. Kilko says, "Give me the whiskey." Honestly, yeah, all yours, man. I actually no, I like this a lot. This is just it's just so different. The water did it really well. It did it a lot of good. 14 years old. Okay, and that's where those age notes are coming from. Keith, they were not coming through. Keith, they were not coming through on on the nose. They're only coming through on the palate there. 91 in the chat, guys. That is a lot of people. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button on the video. We only have 75 likes, so if you could like the video, that would help a lot. Oh, there's my dad. There's my dad in here. He said he has since quit the Copenhagen. Dad, I was not trying to call you out. I was legitimately using that as a tasting note. Like that smell, it's such a distinct smell too, because it's not like pipe tobacco. Once upon a time, I smoked a pipe. My dad's here, but I did it. Freshman year of college, I smoked a pipe with my buddy Kramer. It was hilarious. But we would play our concerts and go out back and smoke pipes. Just ridiculous. It's not like pipe tobacco or cigar tobacco or anything like that. It's distinctly that Copenhagen smell. Oh, what's going on here? Cam's a good dude. I truly don't care. I'm really happy he hit 1K and he's growing fast. All the newer channels are killing it. Oh, okay. We're talking about that. Yeah. Hey guys, I'll say something real quick. And Jason, I don't mean to make this awkward or anything, man, at all. Hey, the whole mash and drums and drams thing. I've gotten a lot of comments about that recently, and I totally understand. Like, it does seem kind of hilarious and odd that we live 20 minutes away from each other. We're both drummers, and the name and the single word drum is in both of our names. But that's kind of where like the similarities stop in some way. Like, I've learned a lot from Jason. I'll be honest with you. Like, when I was coming into the whiskey tube thing, and by the way, the giveaway is done now. I will draw at 9:30. I apologize, but let me get through this. When I was starting into the whiskey tube stuff, I watched whiskey.com. I watched Ralphie because I was a Scotch drinker, and I watched Scotch Test Dummies. And I had this idea to start a Scotch channel called Drums and Drams. And then I moved over and started drinking bourbon and watching a lot of bourbon channels. And the first one I started watching was Jason because I saw drum in the title, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then I found out that he lives so close to me. And then from watching Jason, I got turned on to the Bourbon Junkies and It's Bourbon Night and a bunch of other people, Matt Porter. And that was about a year ago, basically, when I started drinking bourbon and getting into that. And I felt weird about starting a channel called Drums and Drams. Full disclosure, because of Jason's name and the fact that I found out that he lives so close. But I like the name Drums and Drams, and, I'm a professional musician. That's what I do. And I like the name, and that one word is the only similarity. And yeah, maybe I got some inspiration for some thumbnails from Jason, and I got some from Matt Porter and the Bourbon Junkies and Sipper Social Club. But I mean, shit, guys, it's all in good fun. And Jason is one of my, if I had mentors in this whiskey tube space, someone that I really look up to, it would be Jason Calori. So, I know, Matt, maybe you were just kind of messing around a little bit there, but I've gotten some serious comments like really shitting on me about that, and it kind of bothers me because it's like, so I'm going to stop responding to those comments and making excuses. This is the last thing I'll say about that on the channel. So that's it. No. You didn't hit it. I just wanted to say that because we do have 89 people in the chat. I think it's worth saying, But yeah, it is an alliteration, I like the alliteration. Aiden, don't ask my dad for embarrassing stories. Double D whiskey wouldn't go over as well. Well, no, I mean, Ed, Rock Out Review, he's double D, He's Ed with 2 Ds. I can't do that either. Thanks, Charles. Yeah, I mean, and I'm never trying to rip anybody off, but yeah, Jason's a huge inspiration to everybody in the whiskey tube space, and you can't deny that, man. He's an OG. He's an OG. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate it, Jason. Okay, guys, this barrel hazmat was incredible. Keith, thank you. A little bit of water, bringing that down probably to 55%. did it a lot of good. That is absolutely amazing. And if that's a Canadian rye, I've got to get into Canadian rye now because I didn't know it could taste like that. Alberta Premium is so young that I thought all Canadian rye had that sharpness to it, and I wasn't sold on it so much. But this is crazy, crazy good. Taylor, I agree, man. I agree. Sorry to go on a tirade, guys. That's what happens when I drink. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I've got all the giveaway stuff in front of me. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to tally all this up. Right before I start tallying, giveaway is cut off. Any more money that comes in now is just tips for the channel because I'm constructing the list. It's time to pour some peated scotch, put some hair on my chest, and go. Let's do this. Let's start strong. Lito Cortez, if you are in here, I don't know if you are. This is Mars New Pot Heavily Peated Japanese New Make. 60% ABV. That shit looks like vodka. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, Keith, absolutely. The water totally helps. And Tom, cheers to Columbus. Yes. Yes, yes, yes to everything. I agree, man. I agree, Noah. Spencer, what's up, bro? Thanks, man. Let's get it. That's it. That's absolutely right. Let this breathe, Lito. Let me get a couple more people into my spreadsheet here before we do the randomizer. And then I will get to that. Okay, so here we go. Got to make a little bullet list or numbered list rather. Okay. Let's do this. So I'm going to go reverse chronological on everybody that submitted for the giveaway. Okay. And here we go. Let's see. Alrighty. Next time we do a giveaway, I do absolutely promise you all that I will, I'll do it the right way and I'll have a mod help me out. Hopefully by then we're going to have super chats and we'll be good to go. But we'll see. Yeah, Aiden, the Japanese. Yes, this does sound fun. Japanese heavily peated new make. Oh, God. Oh, God. Holy crap. Wow, the chat is blowing up. Uta, thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you in here today. My Obtainium is hazmat, even flammable warning. Wow. Matt says you'll get to know my cynicism soon enough. Matt, dude, I hope I didn't put you off at all. No, you just sparked something in me, and I felt like I needed to say something. So, where did you get that new make from? Yeah, I know, right? Lito Cortez in the chat here sent me this new make. Japanese heavily peated new make. I have no idea, but I've never had Scotch new make, let alone peated Scotch new make. So I think doing a giveaway is what terrifies me about me. Honestly, I'm terrified right now. I got to get back to it. I got to get these in or I'm going to take all damn night doing it. Okay, so here we go. Next time I will do this so much better. Let's get through it. Oh, Colin. Hey, Colin, if you're still in here, thank you for upping your Patreon from 10 to 20 a month. That's freaking awesome. 10 from Hendo. Nice. Thank you, Hendo. John M. Thank you. John Mostek. Lone Wanderer, I did see this. Got the PayPal. Here we go. Ricky, I got you. Lito, got you. Let me check back in on the chat here. Aiden Craig, I got you as well. Okay. Maybe try Lock, Stock, and Barrel, 1316 or the 18-year rye. I've never had any of that stuff, and I don't know much about it either, like where it's from. So Jared says, I just had a hazmat obtainium arrive yesterday. I've got to get on this obtainium train. And the Nassif or Nassif Family Reserve that I keep seeing Matt talk about, I am really curious about this stuff. Mr. Fiji Ouija, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. You popped in at a decent time, but also like I'm tallying up giveaway stuff, so I'm gonna be a little boring for a few minutes. But that means you don't have to hear me talk fast and talk at you like I normally do. So, what Master's Keep is that? This is the 17-year bottled in bond. It's the bottle that I used the box of that bottle in my proposal strategy when I proposed to my fiance. So it's sort of a celebration bottle, and I brought it out for tonight's celebration. Okay, guys, I'm putting my head down. I'm going to get cranking on the giveaway again here. Okay, we got that. I'm going to get through it. Joe Thompson, I see yours came in here. Okay. Charles, I've got Charles in here. Wow, Charles, thank you so much. That is so generous. I really, really appreciate it. Shelf Turds, Patron, I already saw that earlier. Shelf Turds are freaking awesome. If you're not subscribed to the Shelf Turds, go subscribe to the freaking Shelf Turds. David and Kira are just awesome. Okay. Austin Mabry, I got you. Kevin Lynch, I see. Let's get Kevin Lynch going. Okay. Brian Walsh, I see your email about the blue spot. I will get to that as well. Shane Long jumped in. Okay. David R. Okay. Lito, I'm going to have my first sip of this Japanese new make now. God, it smells like... Okay, so it smells like new grain spirit, obviously. It also smells like smoked meats. There's there's a minerality in here. Like kind of, yeah, I'll just say minerality. It's a granite countertop. There is some cigarette ash in here. Like, I know that's specific, but it really does smell like cigarette ash, not like a Lagavulin campfire. Weird. Damn, but on the palate. Wow, on the palate. There's some pear on the palate, too. A little bit of fruitiness to round it all out. Whoo, Lito, that is freaking good, man. Hey, I never thought I would enjoy drinking cigarette ashes, but I enjoyed that. That was pretty awesome. Pretty freaking awesome. And the mouthfeel and everything is really good, the way that it blooms up there. All right, keep going here on the giveaway. Almost, I'm telling you, I'm going to have a mod do this next time, guys. Brian Anderson got you. I get all my Venmo notifications in my email. So, and PayPal. So all of it is right here in a row, which is making this much easier. Again, if you have not and you want to consider subscribing to my Patreon, the link is in the description below. That was today's big announcement, you know, was to get a Patreon going here. Steve Marino, I got you. Got Josh Embry. Nick Combs. If I haven't said your name, I still got you. I'm just kind of skipping around here as I enter these as quickly as possible. So. Wow, you guys are amazing. We have over 50 entries right now. And that's pretty cool. I'm almost done. Brian Winkler. Or Ryan Winkler, excuse me. Brian Walsh. I think that's it. I think that is it. Michael Drake, I'll add you into here as well. Okay, guys. 59 entries. 59 entries in the old chat there. for the giveaway. So we're going to go ahead and draw now for all of this. Let me check out the chat. I apologize that took so long. Aiden says Nassif. Okay, so it's not Nassif. It's Nassif Family Reserve. Okay. Just for fun, the Virginia ABC announced, oh God. Oh my God. 15, Pappy 15. Those are not good odds. What is that? 0.25%, or is it 0.25? Math is hard. I think that's 0.25%? Basically, odds, even less maybe, 0.2%. I don't even know. Wow. Lito says, it's good, man. I do like it. The nose threw me off of this Japanese new make, but the palette is pretty darn good. Yeah. That is kind of what it has, actually. Okay. Nick says, do you see that DM? Yeah, Nick, let me check your DMs, man. Nick, let's do that next time, or for my patrons. Let's not do it tonight just because everything else going on right now. We had a bunch of added bottles. I want to make sure tonight's giveaway goes smoothly with those added bottles already. So let's hold off on that, but I do appreciate it. Yes, I am in the Ohio lottery for those picks, but I don't. Did the results come out yet? I don't even know, honestly. Cheech says 0.002%. Oh man, that's bad. That's not good. Okay, let's do this. Out of 59 entries to tonight's giveaway, we're going to run this raffle 4 times. All right, and again, just to be super, super clear about this, number 1 gets Sam Houston 12. Number 2 gets an Eagle Rare store pick from Shane Long. Number 3 gets Elijah Craig straight rye. And number 4 gets a Henry McKenna 10-year. And that is that. Here we go. Let me run over to Google's number randomizer. Minimum is 1, maximum is 59. First one, number 29. Let me check my sheet. 29 is Kevin Lynch. Kevin Lynch, you are the winner of Sam Houston 12. Okay, this is Indiana Batch 01. Kevin Lynch, you are the winner. I feel like an auctioneer or something, you know. Kevin Lynch, I'm going to write this down. You are getting the Sam Houston 12 year. Congratulations. That's awesome. So I don't know if you're still in the chat. I hope you are. If you are in the chat, send me an email, drumsanddrams@gmail.com, and let me know that you won the Sam Houston 12. And I will get that out to you this weekend. I'll get it in the mail. So congrats, Kevin. Sam Houston 12 is one of my favorite go-to sippers of that sourced Barton juice. 14 is a little bit oaky for me, a little bit funky on some of those batches. But that 12-year, fantastic. I bought this in Indiana thinking I was going to drink it. I'm only halfway through my bottle that I have open of the 12-year right now, and I just thought I would give this one away. So I hope you enjoy it, man. So, oh, Aiden, yeah, I'm hoping everybody's continental U.S. for this. I'm hoping, because otherwise that's going to be expensive as hell. Good job, Kevin. Okay, next one up is going to win Eagle Rare store pick from Shane Long, and I have his email address, and I will link you up. Okay, Shane, I don't know if you're still in the chat. If you are, say something and drop your email again. Otherwise, I will drop it after I run this generator. Here we go. Gonna hit the Google generator. Boom. Number 10. Number 10 on my spreadsheet as we go up is John Mostek or Mostek. John M. John, you are the winner of an Eagle Rare store pick. That's freaking awesome. John M. wins an Eagle Rare store pick from Shane Long. And let me get Shane's email out here. John, you can send, this is Shane's email. Here we go. In the chat, I just posted it. And then send him an email and Oh, there you go. Shane Long is in here. And you can copy me on it if you want, but now that Shane's in here, link up with Shane and he will get you that bottle of that Eagleware store pick. Shane, thank you for donating that. You're a badass, man. That is amazing. That is awesome. Okay. Third, Elijah Craig Straight Rye coming up. Alrighty? I love the Elijah Craig Straight Rye as an everyday sipper. It's not like this blow your socks off incredible heavy pour, but it's 94 proof and it's not really meant to be that. It's a really great everyday chocolatey sipper, barely legal rye. I love my bottle. I had my dad actually, who was in the chat a little bit earlier. He might still be here. I had him pick me up several bottles of that when he was in South Carolina this past summer. So here we go. Let's roll the old generator here for the Elijah Craig Straight Rye. Boom. Number 21. 21. Let's go up the list. Joe Thompson. Joe freaking Thompson, you are the winner of the Elijah Craig Straight Rye. Congratulations, Joe Thompson. So that's coming from me. So please send me an email at drumsanddrams@gmail.com. Before you forget, I hit my mic. Before you forget, send me an email. Let me know that you are the winner of the Straight Rye. Give me your address, and I'll get that out to you. So that's awesome. Hell yeah. Okay, the last one coming from Aiden Craig. The incomparable Aiden Craig, who has been an ardent supporter of the channel for quite a long time at this point. Aiden, thank you so much for donating. This is a Henry McKenna 10-year going somewhere in the continental U.S. to the winner of this one. Here we go. Oh, generate. Number 42. Let's check out the sheet. Nick Combs. Nick Combs, you've got the Henry McKenna 10-year from Aiden Craig. There you go. There you go. Congrats, Nick. That's awesome. So all four giveaways, we had Kevin Lynch get the Sam Houston 12. That is awesome. What was up next? The Eagle Rare store pick. We had the Elijah Craig Straight Rye, and we also had the Henry McKenna 10. So that's it. That's the very first giveaway for Drums and Drams. 59 entries. Congrats to all the winners. Thank you, guys. I'm going to be doing these a little bit more often. I'm probably going to wait till I get super chats, to be honest, so I can have some mods take care of this for me, because this was kind of a hassle tonight. But thank you for bearing with me. I really appreciate it. I'm going to do a couple more pours here. Got 20 minutes, and then we're going to jump off here probably about 10 p.m. Eastern. Stanley Wagner Jr., are you still in the house? Please let me know. I know you're going to talk about your charity stream. Let me know if you're still in the house. I'll get you that link, and you can jump on here and talk about that for a second. Shane, thank you. And thank you all so much for supporting the channel, jumping in the Patreon, subscribing, liking videos, watching things, everything. I'm telling you, it's amazing. I keep telling Sarah, my fiance, I'm trying to get her on more of these live streams. I keep coming up to her during the day. I love to mess with her because she has to work from home. I'm used to that as a musician. I've always practiced in my studio in the basement. Then I go out and I play gigs and I tour and all that. I'm used to being at home, but we had to convert, part of the house for her to work from home as well. And I'll walk up to her during the day when she's not on a call and I'll be like, hey, I'm going to get rich drinking whiskey. I love to mess around with her. It's kind of a running joke because I am the I'm the starving artist of the household, right? And she's the person with the steady corporate job. So I love to make those jokes. I'm like, hey, we're going to get rich drinking whiskey. That is not true. Nobody does that. Except the bourbon junkies. They do that. They have a lot of money from drinking whiskey. Carl, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Cheech. Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Okay. Well, I think that does it. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm going to finish this Japanese new make from Lido. This this Marlboro Red Ash in a glass. That was a big sip. I don't know why I did that. Daniel Kerber, what's up, man? Cheers. Good to see you. Okay, Wags, you're in the house. Let me get you that link real quick, man. I got to make one final pour before I send that over to you. I'm going to end the night with something from Kilkerran. Either the 16, the 8, or let me do the heavily peated from Kilkerran. Just because I had a high proof heavily peated thing just now with that Japanese new make. This will be a great follow-up to that. Okay. A little bit more. All right. So this Kilkerran heavily peated is 60.9%. The Japanese new make was 60. Great progression. We stuck with the peat. We upped the proof. And this is the last pour of the night. Let me get my headphones in, Stanley, and then I'll invite you in, man. Get the old AirPods going. Taylor, I'm with you, man. Too much money going to whiskey. Okay, guys, I'm going to get Wags in here in just a second. Let me get the StreamYard link. I'm going to, let me DM it to Stanley here. Let me do it that way. I don't want to put it in the chat just because, you know. Here we go. Okay, Wags, I'm going to send this to you in your Instagram DMs. So there you go. There's the StreamYard link. All right, and let me connect these headphones to my computer instead of my phone. Nice. Okay. Okay, I think we're good now. I think we are good. Mike says, so you only need 4K watch hours. Yeah, so that's the minimum requirement for getting monetized is 4,000 watch hours. And it aligned pretty well with my 1,000 subs. I literally got them within 1 day of each other. So obviously YouTube has kind of measured those things out analytically, and it works. So yeah, that's the requirement with 1,000 subs, and then you apply to the partner program, and it takes a little bit for them to approve you. So thank you guys so much. I see a lot of congrats in the chat. Thank you so much. Rick, hey man, good to see you. I'm ending the night with your Kilkerran heavily peated. So Rick, I'm so sad that your Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye broke in the mail. I've got some replacements coming from other people. Thankfully, I get to actually try that stuff, but your other stuff made it. And I'm excited about all the Kilkerran things that you sent along. Okay, guys, I'm bringing in the man, Stanley Wagner Jr. Last check on the chat. Okay, here we go. Make sure everything is going good.
What's going
up, man?
on?
Hey, oh, I gotta remove mash and drums shit from the background from earlier. Oh, hang on a second. That's embarrassing. Let's take that out of here. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Okay, that's better.
Okay.
All right, man. How's it going?
It's going better. You know,
Yeah.
So yeah, I officially start my job on Monday. There's been some just things with Social Security cards and stuff like that, trying to get a hold of one, and it's just various stuff like that. But as of right now, I'm still supposed to be starting work on Monday. So we'll see if that changes tomorrow or not. I did a test for another job today just in case. But
yeah, I remember I heard you talking about that. But this charity stream, man, tell me about it.
Okay, so Hot Berry Rolls is not going to be going live on Saturday because he's going to be out of town with family for Easter and stuff. So I decided that, there's other people that are going to be at home by themselves, or other people that aren't going to visit their family that still want, to watch somebody talk, drink and talk. So I decided I was going to go ahead and do my normal 5 to 7 Pacific, and then go through Hot Buttery Rolls until Cheech got done with his gigging, and then came on to do Whiskey Encore. And then last Saturday, I decided that while I was on Cheech's stream, I just decided that, there's this organization that I really like called Hope for the Day, which they do a lot of things to reach out to people in need, but they're one of their main focuses is mental health. And because of my depression and other people I know that have gone through depression and how people have helped me just by talking to me, I decided that, hey, there's going to be people sitting at home. They might be depressed. or they might be just needing to talk to somebody or just want to hang out and not have to worry about the world. So why not just do a charity stream? And so, I'm still hurting when because when jobs start, you still got that few weeks before you start getting paid. Right. I'm still hurting. I got enough to pay my bills. I paid my rent. I got that done. So at least I'll still have a house for a month. But so what I'm doing is I'm doing a charity stream. We're giving away some bottles over the 7 hours. It's not going to be holding on to the hitters till the end or anything like that. It's going to be just randomly placed throughout the night. Every $5 donation to my PayPal or Venmo, and because I'm not monetized, so any $5 donation to my Venmo or to my PayPal will get you an entry, and the bigger portion of the $5 is going to be going to Hope for the Day. So it's like out of every $5, $3 is going to go to Hope for the Day, and the other $2 is going to go sit in my PayPal account in case something happens to where I have to waiting for my check or whatever. And I hate to say that I'm doing that, but
you're doing a good thing, man. It's both. It's like taking care of yourself you can't take care of others unless you can take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And so and then I got some other things in the works, but the idea is that it's a place for everybody to come hang out. Hopefully everybody that watches Hot Buddy Rolls that's not out of town wants to come on, hang out. Anybody that wants to come on and talk, hang out, any of the other channels that want to jump on for a few minutes here or there, anybody that wants to donate swag or bottles or something like that. If you go to my channel over here in the About section, it's got my email, my PayPal, my Venmo. Anybody that follows me on Instagram can DM me directly, email me, and so like I said, for every $5. Now, somebody doesn't want to go ahead and give straight to my PayPal or my Venmo. They want to give the whole $5 or whatever directly to Hope for the Day. It's www.hftdhopefortheday.org. Go in a minimum, even if you're going to go ahead and donate on my live stream, please go check out all the things that they do. So basically, if you don't want to donate to the stream, you can donate directly. And then you can screenshot your receipt, send it to me in DM on Instagram or to my email, and then tell me if you want to be entered into the if you want to be entered into the giveaways, then you'll still be entered in the giveaways. And that started, and I went ahead and opened it up starting tonight. That way, somebody might want to donate before because they can't be there on Saturday. And they don't want to take a chance they're going to miss out on the giveaway or whatever. But right now, the bottles, I'll just say the bottles real quick and then I'll get out of your way, man.
Good.
So I'm not going to give the names of the people donating, but except for me, I'm putting up a Eagle Rare store pick and an E.H. Taylor small batch. I'll probably end up coming up with something else. I think I might give away a couple hats. I'll have to order them myself off the Dirtbag website, but I think I'll give away a couple hats. Oh, that was the other thing. I got a sponsor. This is my first official sponsor, Dirtbag Clothing.
Nice. I saw you talking. Was that on IG? You were talking about that?
Yeah, today I was talking about on IG, and then if you go back and watch the Late Show last night, I talk after
that's when it was.
Jason. Then I talk all about it and stuff. And the affiliate link for that, if you want to buy to help me out, the affiliate link for Dirtbag is also in my About section on my channel. But so. Then someone's has already donated an early times bottled in bond, a JB Signature Craft whole rolled wheat, a surprise bottle that still hasn't been told to me, and then one person decided to donate 2 bottles, a Doc Swinson's 15, and a Smoke Wagon uncut unfiltered.
Wow.
So that's where we're at now. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bottles right now. So if anybody wants to to give away a bottle, or somebody wants, if they have a channel that they got swag or whatever, because some people just they don't want bottles. They'd rather have shirts or whatever. If someone's willing to do that, that's cool too. And please, anybody wants to come on live, you don't have to have a channel or anything. As always, even on Saturday for that whole time, it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Just click it, jump on with me. Hey, Cheech, add another L to the end of that mash bill.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
But that's my Instagram. I did a real quick video over there. I posted it to Instagram, Facebook, Bourbon Junkies, Bourbon Beginnings, and Hot Buttery Rolls. I posted a video about it already. I will be putting out another video with a little bit more details and stuff over sometime tomorrow, and then try to push again on Saturday. So if anybody's going live or anybody's doing anything before Saturday, please just tell people about it, or tell them to go over to my channel and at least watch the video. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's what's happening for this weekend. Mr. Whiskey Shits is going to be helping me out, trying to track all this stuff. And then Adriana said that she was going to also try to help me. If anybody has that program or that whatever that cheat is that freaking Trev came up with, or whoever the hell, that rent sheet that everybody has, if they could email me that, or email it to Mr. Whiskey Shits, email it to me. I'll get it to him because I can't remember what his email is off the top of my head. But if they could email that to me, that I would appreciate it, because that'll make it a heck of a lot easier for somebody to track it while I'm doing my thing.
Yeah. So Bourbon and Jim Morris are saying, please explain the money breakdown again, because you got interrupted about that. So I think it had to do with you were talking about the $3, the $2, that kind of thing. So
originally when I talked about the other night, I said it was going to be 50-50 because it was just a number. I just threw it out there. Like I was trying to say the other night, $3 is immediately going to go to Hope for the Day. The other $2 will be my backup to make sure that I make it to the end of the month for my first check for my new job.
Yeah.
If I don't use that, then that other $2 isn't going to stay in an account. It's going to go straight to Hope for the Day. Hope for the Day. Whatever's left of that will go to Hope for the Day, and I'll post the I'll post everything. I'll do the donation live. Whatever I need to do, so people know that I'm not scamming people, or I'm not trying to pull the wool over people's eyes. Because if anybody knows anything about me, that's like the furthest thing from my mind.
Yeah, man.
And congrats on freaking 1,000, Cameron. That's freaking cool. It's really weird how we started at the same time. I put out a video and to hype you up, and then Adriana and all these people that have been on my freaking shout out videos have all have surpassed me in subscribers on Instagram and on freaking YouTube. It's kind of weird.
Well, I think honestly, man, I think part of it is the pre-recorded aspect, you know?
Yeah, I know. It's just a joke
I know. But I think, like, it's funny. Well, I don't know, though, because you were really ingrained in the community before I ever came around, I felt like.
But I also told everybody, don't worry about me. Let's worry about getting these other channels going and stuff like that. So it's not, like I said, if one person watches me on video, if one person, when I talk about mental health, it helps them for 5 minutes of their life to be in a better mood, my job's been done. So it's really cool that I got this sponsorship from a group that I used to work with at concerts, reached out to me, and so now I got this. And then they already just sent me a message today saying that they need that once I get my logos, that they're going to do my merch for me and everything else. So it's like,
yeah.
You know, that's a freaking really cool deal.
Yeah. Guys, if you have not subscribed to the Mash Bill, Instagram, YouTube, all that craziness, please follow, subscribe, do all of that stuff. Stanley, are you going to I think you mentioned, are you going to start doing some pre-recorded stuff, or are you mostly focusing on lives?
I am going to do some pre-recorded stuff. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to go about it. I have like Saturday on the live, I've got some people that sent me some flights. Mr. Whiskey Shits and Mike Stahl sent me some flights. I just got a flight from. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't get a flight. I got a set of samples of all the new Chattanooga releases from Jacob Enriquez the other day.
Nice.
Bourbon Approach just sent me a bottle, 2 bottles. One is Glendronach 15,
Oh shit.
And the other one is he asked me if I ever tried Japanese whiskey. I said no, and then all of a sudden two bottles showed up today from him. Surprise, surprise, to donate to the channel, and it was I'm trying to think of what I know. The one was Glendronach. I taped it back up because I actually opened the box up upside down. But, yeah, it was Glendronach 15, and I never seen the Japanese whiskey before though. It's got a green label on. I'm used to like Hibiki and that crap. Sorry for the noise. Oh, there you go. It's it is Hambashuzu.
Ooh.
Oh, this is all written in three. I'll get the bottle. It's easier to freaking read that.
Hey, Rick McQuarrie, if you're still in here, man, or anybody that's ever had Kilkerran heavily peated, this stuff is crazy good. It's like buttered popcorn and lemon cake with peat smoke, but in a good way. That sounds terrible.
All right, it's not really a. Where is it? Oh crap! Hold on, something ain't right. Oh wow, that is good. Okay, so yeah, so this is Iwai, I guess.
I've
Iwai
never
whiskey.
seen that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So.
Wow, is it 45%? Is that the 45?
Yeah, it's a 90. It's 90
Okay. proof.
But hey, it's something I've never, like I said, never tried Japanese whiskey. And then I just found out that Glendronach 15 he sent me, it's the revival is what he just sent me.
So pull that out of the tube and tell me on the back of it what the bottling date is. It should be like, on the back of the bottle towards the bottom. It might be hard to see.
Especially when you're blind.
But it might be written like month, day, year instead of day, month, year.
Yeah, just a second. I'd have to get. Oh, there you go. Let's hold to the light. It is. Yeah, it's from 2020. It's
Okay.
It's the new revival.
Okay.
So yeah, it's June 23rd, 2020.
Okay.
Either way,
dude, it's
man,
good stuff.
Either way, it's a freaking Glendronach freaking Revival 15.
That's some of the best. I mean, that's like the 18 is killer, the 21's killer, but the 15 is like the best value of the bunch, man.
Yeah, I've been looking at the 12 because people keep on telling me that the 12's good, and then Ken from Scotch Down Under is telling me, "Nah, you don't want the 12." It's like,
no, you want the 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 12. I mean, the 12 is kind of like just pretty. It's good, but it's kind of average. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. 12-year-old whiskey is only going to be so good, I feel like.
Yeah, so now I got all these freaking boxes and shit from like the last 3 or 4 days, and then and to top that all off, I still have a package coming from Bourbon tomorrow. So, and I know what that is. That's he's sending me some Ancient Age,
Nice.
10-star. So,
yeah, man.
But
well, cool. So, I mean, this charity stream Saturday. Did you say 7 hours?
I'm starting at 5 on the West Coast and going until Cheech comes on. Cheech comes on after his because
right.
Hot Buttery Rolls usually goes until Cheech is ready to go with his late stream.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to Cheech to see if he's actually gigging Saturday or not. So, but if he's gigging Saturday, depending on what kind of gig it is, it could be anywhere from 11-ish my time to 12-ish my time when he's around. So it can be anywhere from I'd say from 5.5 to 7 hours I'll be on before Cheech comes on. So
damn. Man, that's killer. But I mean, I'm sure over that amount of time you're going to raise some really good money for that charity. And
well, I hope so. I hope that a lot of people come over because I usually only get like 30 people on my live streams, 30 to 45 people. But I'm hoping that more people decide since they're not watching Hot Buttery Rolls that they're going to be able to at least come on. It allows some people instead that might not go see Hot Buttery Rolls, watch his whole show, come on a couple hours earlier, still get a few hours, and then call it a night early or whatever the situation is. And if you're not in the, and it doesn't matter if you're there in the chat or anything else, you're lurking or if you're even watching. If you make the donation, you're entered. right now I'm discussing it with how if we're going to do the hot butter rolls thing or do the freaking do like Jason does, which is if you put in 50, you have 10 entries, you can win all 10. If there was 10 bottles, you can win all 10 bottles if your name got picked type situation.
Right.
Because like hot butter rolls, he usually does like no matter how many entries you put in, if you get picked once, then that's it.
Then you're out.
And so,
yeah.
But and like I said, it doesn't matter. Whatever anybody, I'm gonna talk to Adam and a couple other people that are involved and help me out with this, and we're gonna get it off that part of it figured out.
Yeah.
But I'm thank you for letting me be on here for more than 5 minutes. I appreciate that. That was really cool.
Dude, come on, man. It's awesome. It's good to have you on. And I mean, geez, dude, I've been like, I feel like recently I've been kind of, I poked my head up a little bit, and then I've been working on the Patreon and like stuff for the channel and all this. And so I haven't been in a lot of people's streams for the last couple of weeks. And so I'm just kind of in and out, and I just feel like I'm like missing the fact that I haven't been as involved. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to just like talk to people from the community and feel like, oh yeah, okay, I forgot that I'm a part of this, because you come on and do the live streams by yourself, and it's like one thing to talk to the chat, but when I get you on or I get like Trev Wilson on, it's just so much more fun to just like talk shit and hang out. You know?
Oh, speaking of Trev, is he in that? He's not in your side of the bracket, is he?
I don't think he's on my side. Well, I don't know. I can't remember the bracket, but I thought Trev was in like a 3-way in the first round.
That sounds like Trev. That sounds like Trev. Does it involve a bubble bath?
It might. I don't know. I need to go back and look at that bracket though. But yeah.
But you're going up against Jason right off the bat.
Yes. Yeah, dude. If I beat Jason, it's gonna be some pure luck type situation. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, there's no losers bracket, so you can't like turn around and lose the first round, and then go blow through freaking Trev and all these other people, and then come back in the final and say, oh well, I made it to the final two.
Yeah.
But that's really, I mean, it's cool that Matt's doing that and everything else. I mean, he didn't ask me to do it, but of course I couldn't tell you shit, so I would have lost whoever I went to the first round anyway. But no, Matt's killing. Matt's funny as hell, because that's what he did when he did that shout out to all of us for the 5 whiskeys thing. And he was going through everybody's name, and then he comes to mind. He goes, even the mash bill. The mash bill.
Yeah, he was.
Like, you motherfucker.
I love Matt, because like Matt is like the nicest guy ever, and then he turns on the Matt persona and just like will just fuck with you basically, and I think that is hilarious about him. Like, he picks and chooses when he does that for like these funny moments. I don't know, man. It makes me laugh. Did you see
the other night when he came on? Whose stream was it last week?
It was mine, Ariana Grande.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was Ariana Grande last week. I gave him shit the next day on when he did that stream with freaking was it Trev? No, with Klein. I said thanks for stopping in on the freaking live last night there, Adriana. Yeah. Or I mean Ariana Grande. And then and freaking Klein's like, what the fuck is he talking about? and he's yeah, I love Matt. Matt's freaking great. It's just that like he was going through all that stuff, and he said he's doing like whiskey in the 6, whiskey in the 7, whiskey in the 8, whiskey in the 9, and then he goes and all those other numbers, whatever. And then he goes on and he's going through and he's kind of like making it funny, and then he's like, hell, he goes, the mash bill. Yeah, even the mash bill. Like freaking, this guy's nobody, but I'll throw him in the fucking loop. I'll throw him in there anyway. Maybe he'll make a real video type situation. Yeah, so that is one I am going to work on. I'm still trying to figure out my twist, because it's hard to do it because everybody else is doing like this weird twist to everything.
They are.
Like, did you see Curiosity Publix?
No, I didn't see that one.
Mr. Dillon.
Bubble Bath and like a couple others. I saw Bourbon Junkies, Bubble Bath, and someone else. But
so check out Curiosity Publix, because Curiosity Publix, Dylan dresses up in this gold suit. He looks like freaking like a Ken Jeong, freaking like a pimp outfit thing going on and shit like that. And every one of his picks is George T. Stagg. He's like, and he just keeps on throwing it up there as a flex, right? He even pulls a bottle off the shelf then sets it under the counter and pulls out George T. Stagg.
God.
And then freaking I can't remember what the guy's name is. The guy that's always in the middle. But he was like, you didn't say it had to be whiskey. You just said drinks. I like lemonade. And so freaking just all kinds of shit like that. They're just dicking around. And then Drew P. Whiskey turned it into did it on a live. So it ended up turning his into almost a freaking hour and a half long freaking video about what Matt Porter thinks. But
I didn't tune in for that. I was like, yeah. Those are the videos because there's going to be 25 of those videos made at minimum. I'm like, I can't watch an hour and a half version of this, But
watch the one from the Junkies today.
I watched that one.
When he dropped the freaking Mizunara, the 8 Eagles Heavy.
Yeah, that was bad.
The thing that was bad about it is because everybody knows how much that bottle cost. Okay. And for him to dump all that shit all over the floor when he flipped it. When they don't even like it. I know. It was so bad. They spent $2,000 on a bottle they can't freaking stand, and then he spins the thing in the air and dumps this shit everywhere. Yeah, I was like, oh crap.
Oh man.
But so because Clifton's on. I'm sorry, I went. Yeah, so Big League Bourbon's going on at 7:15. Just so anybody doesn't already know that. He's doing opening day. His first live streams at 7:15 tonight, and then Clifton's on live. Clifton just went on live a couple minutes ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop off and let you finish your thing, and then I'll see if you got a chance. Are you performing this weekend or?
No, man. The only thing I'm doing on Saturday is someone is picking up a bottle of Lagavulin 16 that I sold him. He's picking it up from my house, and I'm going to play some lacrosse with a buddy of mine at some point that day, which I haven't played in a couple years. So, dude, I'll jump into that stream at some point.
Yeah, please. If you get the time, I'd appreciate it if you did that.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I'll talk to you later, Kim.
Wags, good to see you, man. Hey, everybody. Final reminder, the Mash Bill, Instagram and YouTube, please subscribe to Stanley Wagner Jr.'s channels.
Yeah,
and the charity stream tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm actually, I've gained almost 100 freaking people following me on Instagram in like the last 4 or 5 days.
Really?
So I'm up to, I'm almost at 600. I think I'm at like 598 or 597 or something like that right now.
Awesome.
But, all right. I'll talk to everybody later. I'll see everybody Saturday.
Man. See you, man.
Bye.
Awesome. Well, guys, please, again, if you're doing, if you're hanging out Saturday night, I mean, he's doing 5.5 to 7 hours on Saturday. Check out what Stanley Wagner Jr. is doing in the time slot of hot buttery rolls and everything, and his own time slot that he's covering up there. 45 of you still in the live stream here. I usually only ever have 45 at a time, and the fact that you're still around here 2 hours and 10 minutes into this is amazing. Thank you all so much. But again, everything that Stanley was saying about the charity drive and all that stuff, if you do have the means, I know a lot of you bought into tonight's giveaways and everything like that, and you donated between $5 and $25. But if you have $5, $10, whatever to pitch into that, it's going to a good cause, it sounds like, for mental health awareness and everything. So please check that out on Saturday night, 2 days from now. But anyways, I'm going to wrap up here in just a second. I haven't followed the chat very much in the last 20 or 30 minutes. I do apologize for that, but it's important that we support these great causes. And Stanley's one of the absolute nicest freaking dudes on WhiskeyTube, and we need to support him and everything like that. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna check the chat here real quick. That flip was horrible. I think we're referencing the Bourbon Junkies Mizunara flip. If you didn't see their video today. Mark, thank you so much. Lights out, good show. Hey to the Mash Bill. Great. That's awesome that you just subscribed to him. Mark, have a good rest of your night, my friend. And thank you for all of the continued support. I'm going to check out the emails tonight from the people who won the giveaways. Make sure everything is good to go with that and there's no snafus. And I'll get all of my bottles out by the end of the weekend. Coming at you via FedEx, because USPS is an effing disaster. I will say that. I've been waiting on a bottle of Balcones Lineage for much longer than I should have, coming from Chicago, Illinois. That's a 2-day FedEx trip. It's been way longer than that with USPS. It's a mess. So Richie Z, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I know a lot of people want to jump over to see Clifton and Bourbon Bites. I'm going to get off here in just a second. I promise. I promise. Yes, Kilco, jump on with Wags Jr. I'm going to try to jump in there. I saw some other comments from Kilco earlier. I'm sorry I wasn't checking the chat very efficiently when Stanley was on here. Let me try to scroll up here and see what's going on. Talk to myself. Oh, I think this this is when I was talking about it's nicer to have someone else on, you know, and it's kind of hard when you're by yourself on these live streams. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, no, I appreciate it, and thank you, John. Congrats on the win tonight. I can't remember which bottle you won, but I know you won a bottle. I think it might have been from me. If it was, I'll get that to you. I promise. Okay, yeah. So, anyways, Rick McQuarrie. I didn't have a chance to really dive into this sample live. I have a little bit left. This is the Kilkerran heavily peated 60 point. Where's it at? Where is it at? Heavily peated 60.9% ABV. This is an incredible scotch. Like I said, it's buttered popcorn, light fruit. You know, I could get more into it. I don't want to do it. It's great. All this Kilkerran stuff that I've been trying recently has been amazing. So if you haven't had any of that, check it out. I've overstayed my welcome. This is the longest Thursday night live I've probably ever done. So I'm going to bounce out of here, guys. Cheech, you're right. Everybody go right now. As soon as I get out of here, check out Clifton at Bourbon Bites. He's a freaking awesome whiskey tuber. Stanley Wags just hit 600 on IG. Congrats for the 600, man. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Okay, again, I appreciate all your support for the Patreon, for the giveaway. I'll be back next week. I've got a bunch of videos on the way, some really cool shit coming out, and I just love you guys so much. I'm out of here. Sweet dreams, as Kilco says. Adios, y'all. Cheers. I'll see you next time.